is a town of many names, with many stories to tell. Its rich history stretches back well before the founding of our nation. Our first story shows us a glimpse of the area's original inhabitants, the Calusa Indians.
They were the very first people here, and they did everything by water. They went everywhere by water, and the river was one of their main highways. They built shell pyramids along the river and in Estero Bay, and there's an island called Mound Key, which was the capital of their world, right here in Bonita Springs. They used their environment. They had a water system and canal system from here to Miami. They owned all South Florida from Cape Canaveral to Charlotte Harbor to Key West. To live in their territory, several tribes paid them tribute in the way of the headman's daughter. And the king of the Calusas boasted over 60 wives, or 60 cities in South Florida that he owned and controlled when first discovered by Menendez and the Spanish. The early settlers that came here could only come here by water, much like the Calusas, and because of that, the Imperial River was a major highway. All foodstuffs came in and out from here. This was a major agricultural area. Citrus was grown here, and it was shipped in and out on the Imperial River. In the early pictures of Bonita Springs, this river right in here has got boats all in it and barges, and it's very industrial looking almost. So this was the center of town. Once they built the highway, 41, now it's called Old 41. When they built that, it was the only access to the Everglades and to South Florida and to Bonita Springs. Along with it came roadside attractions. And one of the very first roadside attractions is the Everglades Wonder Gardens right here next to us. It was one of the very first zoos in South Florida. It was one of the very first places to adopt and have an orphan animal program for animals that were displaced during storms or whatever. They did research and breeding programs with the Florida panther and the black bear. Very, very interesting place, and today it's a botanical jungle. The history along this one little section of Bonita Springs is very rich. Today it's a thriving city. We've got a new redevelopment going on through the whole center of town, and if you look at the old pictures, you wouldn't recognize the place.